Something big is coming to your zodiac. Are you ready? The universe is shifting, and the energy today carries signs of change, awakening, and unexpected opportunities. What happens next depends on how well you listen to the message written in the stars. Welcome to Horoscope, the channel where the universe speaks and the stars reveal their secrets. If today's message resonates with you, please support this channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing this video so cosmic guidance can reach more souls. Now, let's discover what is coming for each zodiac sign. Aquarius, the universe accelerates around you, pushing reality toward the future you have long sensed but rarely explained. Signals arrive suddenly, ideas, realizations, disruptions, none of them random. Something revolutionary is approaching, and you are meant to be ahead of it, not behind. In love, freedom and authenticity override tradition. If you are single, attraction may arise through shared ideals, intellect, or a vision of change rather than emotional dependency. This connection feels unconventional, even unsettling, because it challenges outdated patterns. The stars urge you to remain unapologetically yourself. For those in relationships, this is a moment of evolution. Routines feel restrictive. Honest conversations about independence, equality, and future direction become necessary. Love must grow, or it will fracture. In partnerships, Aquarius operates as the innovator. You see systems that no longer work and feel compelled to redesign them. Others may resist your ideas, not because they are wrong, but because they are new. The universe asks for strategic patience. Revolution succeeds when timing meets clarity. Collaboration thrives when individuality is respected. For career and finances, this period favors technology, innovation, research, digital platforms, and future-oriented projects. Breakthroughs may arrive unexpectedly, but only those grounded in logic will last. Financially, avoid impulsive moves driven by excitement alone. Vision must be supported by structure. Invest in progress, not trends. Regarding health, Aquarius must protect the nervous system. Overstimulation, constant connectivity, and mental overload may disrupt sleep or focus. Silence becomes revolutionary. Digital detox, breathing exercises, or solitary reflection recalibrate your energy and sharpen your mind. Overall, Aquarius, something big is coming, not to fit you into the world, but to reshape it through you. Change is your language. When rebellion aligns with responsibility, transformation becomes unstoppable. Pisces, the universe does not shout to you, it whispers through intuition, dreams, and subtle emotional currents. Something profound is approaching, not as an event you can see, but as a shift you can feel. In love, the boundaries between hearts grow thinner. If you are single, you may encounter a connection that feels timeless, as if it existed before words. This bond awakens compassion, vulnerability, and spiritual recognition. The stars gently warn you to love without dissolving yourself. For those in relationships, today invites soulful union. Silence, shared presence, and emotional honesty become sacred acts. Love deepens when it is allowed to flow without fear. In partnerships, Pisces carries the role of healer and dreamer. You sense emotions others cannot articulate, yet the universe reminds you that empathy must be balanced with self-protection. Giving endlessly without grounding leads to exhaustion. Choose alliances that respect your sensitivity rather than consume it. Creative and spiritual collaborations flourish when intention is pure. For career and finances, this is a time of alignment rather than ambition. You may feel drawn to artistic, healing, or spiritual paths, work that carries meaning beyond material reward. Inspiration flows easily, but structure is needed to manifest it. Financially, avoid escapism or idealism. Ground dreams with practical planning so vision becomes sustainable. Regarding health, Pisces must care for emotional and energetic well-being. Fatigue may arise from absorbing others' emotions. Water becomes medicine. Baths, rain sounds, ocean imagery, or mindful breathing cleanse your energy. Rest is sacred today. Sleep, meditation, and solitude restore balance between body and spirit. Overall, Pisces, something big is coming not to disturb you, but to awaken you. This is a spiritual crossing, a quiet rebirth. When you honor intuition while remaining rooted in self-worth, you become both vessel and source of healing. The universe flows through you, gently, endlessly, and with purpose. Aries, the universe is igniting a powerful fire within you, signaling that a major shift is approaching. You may feel an intense urge to move forward, take risks, or finally act on plans you have been postponing. In love, emotions burn brighter than usual. If you are single, your confidence and bold energy become magnetic, attracting attention effortlessly. However, the stars advise you to slow down and listen as much as you act. True connection will come from emotional honesty, not just passion. For those already in relationships, today marks a turning point. Honest conversations can either strengthen the bond or reveal truths that can no longer be ignored, but both outcomes ultimately lead to growth. In terms of partnerships, Aries is reminded that leadership does not mean standing alone. Cooperation and mutual respect are essential now. You may naturally want to take control, but the universe asks you to consider collaboration instead of dominance. When you allow others to contribute, partnerships, both personal and professional, become more powerful and balanced. For career and finances, something big is indeed forming. A new opportunity, challenge, or responsibility may suddenly appear, demanding courage and quick thinking. This is your moment to step forward, but the stars warn against impulsive decisions. Bold action is supported when paired with strategy and foresight. Financially, avoid spending driven by pride or urgency. Focus on long-term stability rather than short-term excitement. Regarding health, your energy levels are high, but unmanaged stress could lead to burnout. Physical activity is essential to release tension and channel excess energy constructively. However, rest is just as important as action. Listen to your body's signals and avoid pushing beyond healthy limits. Overall, Aries, the universe is preparing you for transformation through action and awareness. Something big is coming, not to test you, but to reveal your true strength. When courage is guided by wisdom, success becomes inevitable. Taurus, the universe moves quietly around you today, but do not be mistaken. Something powerful is unfolding beneath the surface. You may sense a strange stillness, as if time slows before a major shift arrives. In love, emotions deepen in silence. If you are single, the stars reveal a connection forming slowly, almost invisibly. This is not a sudden spark, but a magnetic pull that grows stronger with patience. Someone may enter your life who challenges your sense of security, forcing you to question what comfort truly means. For those already in relationships, today brings a moment of truth. Unspoken feelings rise, and emotional honesty becomes unavoidable. What you nurture now will either strengthen the bond or expose cracks that demand healing. In partnerships, Taurus is asked to loosen its grip. Control, routine, and predictability have served you well, but the universe now whispers that growth requires flexibility. Power struggles may appear if stubbornness dominates. However, when trust replaces resistance, partnerships transform into something deeper and more resilient. Silence can speak louder than words today. Pay attention to actions. For career and finances, a slow-burning transformation is at work. You may feel pressure to remain in familiar territory, yet unseen forces push you toward change. This is a time to reassess long-term goals and question whether your current path still aligns with your true values. Financially, caution is essential. Avoid decisions driven by fear or comfort alone. Strategic patience will protect you from loss and prepare you for future abundance. Regarding health, Taurus must listen closely to the body. Emotional tension may manifest physically if ignored, especially through fatigue or heaviness. Grounding practices, rest, and connection to nature will restore strength. Your body carries wisdom. Do not silence it. Overall, Taurus, something big is approaching, not with chaos, but with quiet certainty. The universe is asking you to release what no longer grows and make space for transformation. When you surrender control without losing self-worth, true stability is reborn. Gemini, the universe is weaving quiet signals through your thoughts, conversations, and unanswered questions. You may feel mentally restless, as if your mind is standing at the edge of a revelation. In love, attraction begins in the intellect before reaching the heart. If you are single, a subtle connection may form through words, ideas, or shared curiosity rather than overt emotion. This bond feels mysterious, stimulating, yet uncertain. The stars advise patience. Not every truth reveals itself at once. For those in relationships, today brings the need for clarity. Hidden thoughts or half-spoken feelings demand expression. Honest dialogue can deepen intimacy, but avoidance may lead to confusion. In partnerships, Gemini stands at a crossroads between depth and distraction. Your ability to adapt and see multiple perspectives is powerful, yet the universe warns against scattering your energy. Choose focus. One meaningful collaboration may prove far more transformative than many shallow connections. Listen closely, not only to what is said, but to what is implied. For career and finances, this is a mentally charged period. Ideas arrive rapidly, some brilliant, others misleading. Discernment becomes your greatest strength. Research, writing, analysis, and strategic communication are favored now. However, avoid making decisions based solely on excitement or cleverness. Financially, hidden details matter. Read carefully, ask questions, and do not rush agreements. Regarding health, Gemini must calm the nervous system. Overthinking may lead to restlessness, headaches, or sleep disruption. Silence becomes medicine today. Breathing exercises, reduced screen exposure, and moments of solitude will restore clarity and balance. Overall, Gemini, something big approaches through understanding rather than force. Knowledge, when combined with awareness, becomes transformation. When you slow your thoughts, the truth reveals itself.
Cancer, the universe stirs the deepest waters of your soul today. Emotions rise quietly, but powerfully, like a tide pulled by an unseen moon. You may feel more sensitive than usual, haunted by memories, feelings, or truths you tried to bury. In love, vulnerability becomes unavoidable. If you are single, a connection may appear that feels strangely familiar, almost karmic, awakening old emotions you thought were gone. This is not a light attraction, it is a mirror to your heart. The stars warn you to protect yourself without closing off completely. For those already in relationships, today marks an emotional turning point. Unspoken feelings demand release. Honest expression can heal long-standing wounds, but silence may deepen distance. In partnerships, Cancer is tested between self-sacrifice and self-respect. You naturally give more than you receive, but the universe now asks you to set boundaries. Emotional manipulation, whether from others or yourself, must be recognized and released. True bonds survive honesty, not emotional control. For career and finances, progress happens behind the scenes. You may feel unnoticed, yet your efforts are quietly shaping future stability. This is not the moment for confrontation, but for emotional intelligence and patience. Financially, caution is essential. Decisions driven by fear, nostalgia, or emotional comfort may lead to regret. Trust logic alongside intuition. Regarding health, Cancer's emotional state strongly affects the body. Stress may manifest as fatigue, heaviness, or sleep disturbances. Water becomes healing. Baths, rain sounds, ocean imagery, or deep breathing restore balance. Rest is not weakness, it is survival. Overall, Cancer, something big approaches, not to break you, but to cleanse you. When you release emotional weight and honor your own needs, rebirth follows. The tide always turns, and this time it lifts you.
Leo, the universe dims the lights before revealing your next transformation. Beneath your confident exterior, a quiet tension grows, signaling that something powerful is approaching. In love, emotions are intense yet unspoken. If you are single, you may attract attention effortlessly, but the stars warn that not all admiration is genuine. Someone may be drawn to your light while hiding their true intentions. Mystery surrounds romantic encounters today. Observe carefully before giving your heart. For those in relationships, this is a moment of truth. Power dynamics, pride, or unspoken expectations surface. Only vulnerability can restore balance, but it requires courage greater than dominance. In partnerships, Leo faces a test of ego versus unity. You are a natural leader, yet today the universe challenges you to step back and listen. Control may bring resistance, while humility unlocks loyalty. Hidden tensions may emerge, but they reveal where growth is needed. True strength is proven not by commanding others, but by earning trust. For career and finances, shadows move behind the spotlight. Opportunities for recognition exist, but they come with responsibility and risk. Someone may be watching your actions closely. Your integrity matters now more than ever. Strategic patience will serve you better than dramatic moves. Financially, avoid decisions driven by pride, image, or the need to impress. What appears golden may carry hidden costs. Regarding health, Leo must protect emotional energy. Suppressed stress or wounded pride may manifest physically as tension or fatigue. Balance activity with rest and allow yourself moments of solitude. Silence can restore the fire that constant performance drains. Overall, Leo, something big approaches not to glorify you, but to refine you.
When the lion learns to rule both shadow and light, true power is reborn. Your greatest strength today lies not in being seen, but in seeing clearly.
Taurus, the universe moves quietly around you today, but do not be mistaken. Something powerful is unfolding beneath the surface. You may sense a strange stillness, as if time slows before a major shift arrives. In love, emotions deepen in silence. If you are single, the stars reveal a connection forming slowly, almost invisibly. This is not a sudden spark, but a magnetic pull that grows stronger with patience. Someone may enter your life who challenges your sense of security, forcing you to question what comfort truly means. For those already in relationships, today brings a moment of truth. Unspoken feelings rise, and emotional honesty becomes unavoidable. What you nurture now will either strengthen the bond or expose cracks that demand healing. In partnerships, Taurus is asked to loosen its grip. Control, routine, and predictability have served you well, but the universe now whispers that growth requires flexibility. Power struggles may appear if stubbornness dominates. However, when trust replaces resistance, partnerships transform into something deeper and more resilient. Silence can speak louder than words today. Pay attention to actions. For career and finances, a slow-burning transformation is at work. You may feel pressure to remain in familiar territory, yet unseen forces push you toward change. This is a time to reassess long-term goals and question whether your current path still aligns with your true values. Financially, caution is essential. Avoid decisions driven by fear or comfort alone. Strategic patience will protect you from loss and prepare you for future abundance. Regarding health, Taurus must listen closely to the body. Emotional tension may manifest physically if ignored, especially through fatigue or heaviness. Grounding practices, rest, and connection to nature will restore strength. Your body carries wisdom. Do not silence it. Overall, Taurus, something big is approaching not with chaos, but with quiet certainty. The universe is asking you to release what no longer grows and make space for transformation. When you surrender control without losing self-worth, true stability is reborn.
Libra, the universe places you at the center of a quiet tension today, where light and shadow meet. Balance is no longer effortless, it must be chosen. You may feel torn between opposing desires, emotions, or truths, sensing that something significant is approaching and demanding a decision. In love, harmony feels fragile yet precious. If you are single, attraction may emerge through emotional depth rather than charm. Someone enters your awareness not to complete you, but to challenge your sense of fairness and self-worth. The stars warn against idealizing others. True balance comes from seeing clearly, not romantically. For those in relationships, unspoken issues surface gently but persistently. Avoidance only deepens imbalance. Honest dialogue, though uncomfortable, is the only path back to equilibrium. In partnerships, Libra faces a shadowed mirror. Your natural instinct is to maintain peace, but today the universe asks you to confront what has been silently tolerated. Unequal effort, hidden resentment, or emotional dependency must be addressed. Balance does not mean silence, it means mutual accountability. In professional alliances, your ability to mediate becomes powerful, but only if you stand firm in truth rather than pleasing everyone. For career and finances, this is a period of recalibration. Decisions must be weighed carefully, not emotionally. What looks fair on the surface may conceal imbalance beneath. Financially, avoid agreements that benefit others more than yourself. The stars favor clarity, negotiation, and strategic compromise, never self-sacrifice disguised as peace. Regarding health, emotional imbalance may manifest as fatigue, tension, or indecision-related stress. Restoring harmony requires grounding the mind. Practices that center the body, breathing, meditation, or quiet reflection will help you regain inner alignment. When your inner scales steady, your energy returns. Overall, Libra, something big is coming not to disrupt your peace, but to redefine it. True balance is not the absence of conflict, but the courage to face it with grace and self-respect. When darkness and light are held evenly, wisdom is born.
Scorpio, the universe descends into shadow with you today. This is not a gentle transition. This is a confrontation. Something hidden is surfacing, something you have felt but refused to name. The energy around you is intense, magnetic, and unforgiving. In love, desire and fear intertwine. If you are single, attraction arrives like a pull you cannot explain, powerful yet dangerous. This connection may awaken obsession, jealousy, or deep emotional hunger. The stars warn you, intimacy without trust becomes a weapon. For those in relationships, buried truths rise from the depths. Secrets, power struggles, or emotional manipulation can no longer remain hidden. What survives this moment will become unbreakable. What does not must be released. In partnerships, Scorpio walks a razor's edge between control and surrender. You sense weakness instantly, both in others and yourself. The universe challenges you to release domination and choose transformation instead. Loyalty is tested. Betrayal, whether real or perceived, forces you to redefine trust. In professional alliances, silent observation gives you advantage. You see motives others try to hide. Use this power wisely. For career and finances, this is a period of strategic destruction and rebirth. Old structures must fall to make space for something stronger. This is favorable for research, investigation, restructuring, or eliminating what drains your power. Financially, extreme caution is required. Hidden risks, debts, or manipulative deals may surface. Trust no offer without proof. Precision protects you. Regarding health, Scorpio's intensity can consume the body if emotions remain trapped. Stress may manifest through exhaustion, tension, or sleep disturbances. Release is essential through deep breathing, controlled physical exertion, or emotional expression. Transformation begins in the body before it reaches the mind. Overall, Scorpio, something big is coming, not to save you, but to remake you. This is the fire that burns illusion and reveals truth. When you embrace the darkness consciously, it becomes your greatest source of power.
Sagittarius, the universe opens a vast horizon before you today, inviting you to question not only where you are going, but why. You may feel a quiet restlessness, a philosophical pull toward meaning, truth, and expansion beyond the familiar. In love, freedom and honesty are essential. If you are single, you may feel drawn to someone who challenges your beliefs or broadens your worldview, rather than simply exciting your emotions. This connection feels like a lesson, not a destination. The stars advise you to embrace curiosity without attachment. For those in relationships, today calls for deeper conversations about purpose, values, and shared direction. When love aligns with truth, it becomes a journey rather than a cage. In partnerships, Sagittarius learns that wisdom grows through dialogue, not certainty. You may encounter differing perspectives that challenge your own. Instead of resisting, listen. Growth lies in openness. In professional collaborations, your vision inspires others, but the universe reminds you to ground ideas with responsibility. Philosophy without action remains incomplete. For career and finances, this period favors learning, exploration, and long-term expansion. You may feel compelled to study, teach, travel, or explore new fields of knowledge. Opportunities arise through insight rather than force. Financially, avoid reckless optimism. Faith must be supported by structure. When belief and planning align, abundance follows naturally.
Regarding health, Sagittarius must balance movement with stillness. Excessive activity may scatter energy, while reflection restores alignment. Time outdoors, mindful breathing, or spiritual study helps recalibrate body and mind. The body responds best when purpose guides action. Overall, Sagittarius, something big is coming, not as an event, but as an awakening. The universe asks you to aim your arrow not just far, but true. When wisdom directs desire, every step becomes meaningful.
Capricorn, the universe does not approach you with chaos or emotion. It approaches with consequence. Something significant is forming through pressure, responsibility, and silent expectation. You may feel the weight of decisions growing heavier, as if the future is quietly demanding structure. In love, restraint replaces fantasy. If you are single, attraction is filtered through logic, values, and long-term potential. You are no longer interested in distraction. You assess carefully who deserves access to your inner world. For those in relationships, this is a defining moment. Commitments are tested, boundaries clarified, and roles re-evaluated. Love that lacks stability or respect will feel increasingly intolerable. In partnerships, Capricorn naturally assumes authority and today reinforces this role. Others may rely on your judgment, discipline, and consistency. However, the universe warns against emotional isolation. Control without connection breeds distance. Authority is strongest when paired with integrity and presence. In professional alliances, loyalty and reliability matter more than charm. You respect results, not promises. For career and finances, this is a period of consolidation and command. You are positioned to build, lead, or restructure systems with lasting impact. Progress may be slow, but it is unshakable. The stars favor strategy, long-term planning, and disciplined execution. Financially, this is a moment for cautious decisions. Investments, savings, or structural changes benefit from patience. Avoid shortcuts. True power is earned, not taken. Regarding health, Capricorn must acknowledge stress carried silently in the body, especially tension in bones, joints, or muscles. Endurance is your strength, but neglect is your weakness. Structure becomes healing. Proper rest, disciplined routines, and measured effort restore balance. Control your schedule, or it will control you. Overall, Capricorn, something big is coming not to elevate you suddenly, but to confirm what you have built quietly. Authority is not granted, it is proven. When discipline aligns with purpose, your position becomes unmovable.
The The universe does not end its message with noise. It fades into silence. The stars return to their places, the constellations dim, and the cosmic wheel slows its rotation. What you have heard is not a prediction, but a signal. The future is not fixed. It responds to awareness, choice, and courage. Each zodiac carries a fragment of the universe, and together they form the system that shapes destiny. Darkness is not absence, it is preparation. Change does not announce itself. It arrives when you are ready to see. Thank you for traveling through this cosmic transmission with Horoskop. Stay aware, stay evolving, stay connected to the frequency of the universe. Until the next alignment, see you in the next video.